Social media, pop culture, navigating adulthood. If any of these words sound like a good time to you, then you're in the right place. Welcome to the Zillennial Girl Talk podcast. I'm your host, Rhianna, joined by my other host, Amanda, and we're here to talk all about social media gossip, pop culture talk, how the heck to navigate adulthood, and much more. If this interests you, keep on listening. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm back on the podcast. It's been a couple of weeks for me. I got my wisdom teeth out, so I was kind of MIA last week.
How did that go?
It was good. I only had two on my right side that were out, so I only had it on my right side, and so I had like pain from Thursday night all the way up until like Sunday night. Well, like now I feel like I'm pretty much back to normal, but I still have like a little bit of pain, but it's not like too bad.
That's good. Yeah, when I got it out, I don't remember much. I was also like 16, I think, or 17. I just remember waking up and I was like, what the fuck? And like I was laying there and like my dad was in the room, like taking a picture of me, and I was like, what is happening? And I woke up and I was like, fast.
Yeah, it went by really fast, honestly.
Like I woke up because mine took a little longer. It was like an hour and a half, 2 hours, because they did all four and they also had to like do something with my jaw. So I woke up and I was like, this was 5 minutes. And they were like, no, it's been like 2 hours. And I was like, oh, okay.
That's what it felt like for me too.
Wild. But other than that, I'm good. You know, school.
Yeah.
I have an assignment this week. My first actual assignment. That's exciting.
I have an assignment due this week, and it's basically on like creating so like I'm my own client in this scenario, and so I have to come up with a plan for myself for something I want to change. And so I'm trying to figure out like what the hell do I want to change. So I'm either like in between, like, because like everyone's gonna choose exercise, which is something I already do. So it's not something I'm gonna like go into more. So I'm like debating between like my phone usage because I'm on it way too much, or like actually doing like my nutrition because I've been slacking on that a lot in the past few months.
That sounds like an interesting project though.
Yeah.
Mine's interesting, but like I don't want to do it. Like mine is you have to pick a company or a brand that like our teacher doesn't know. So I picked this skincare brand by Vanessa Hudgens and Madison Beer. I don't know if you know it. It's like kind of new, but we have to like make like a whole like PR plan for them. So like it's interesting, but like, do I want to do it? No.
Yeah, it's just like sitting there and putting in the work.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, it'll be fun to go through the website and like look at the skincare stuff, but like then I have to do work on it. Like that's not fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to start it. It's due Saturday morning. Well, it's due Friday, but he's allowing us till like Saturday morning. So obviously
you're gonna wait until the last
yeah, minute. Exactly. Obviously, you can't give me like more time because I'm gonna take it. But yeah, I should start it. I think I'm gonna start it tomorrow. Tomorrow sounds like a good time.
Yeah. Here, so I have a whole book to read by the end of this week. I'm only like 60 pages in.
That's fun.
And tomorrow we're supposed to like get a bunch of snow. So I'm hoping, because usually when it snows a lot, like, I don't have to go to work. So I'm just hoping to just like have a snow day so I don't have to go to work, so I can like read this whole book tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I can get it over with.
Do you have to work from home?
So tomorrow is my work from home day originally. So usually, but if there is a snow day, I wouldn't have to work at all.
Okay, makes sense.
Because like half of us are at home and half of us are in the office.
So it wouldn't. Okay. That's cool. I hope so. Yeah. It's supposed to have a snowstorm here too, today until Friday. And I said I was supposed to go back to school this week. So now So we were starting to go back on Thursday. So my class tomorrow originally was already like at home, so that was fine. My Thursday teacher, she's like a little older and she's like says she has health issues, so she's trying to figure out like the best option for her. So we're not going back until after our March break with that class. So that's like mid-March. And then my Friday class last week, he was like, yeah, I don't know. And then he sent us an email today saying that it's online. So like, I don't know what's happening. But at this point, I hate like, I don't want them to tell me like back the day before. Yeah, like just tell me, like, I don't care if we stay home. Like, I really don't care. I don't like going in person. I don't like talking to people. Like,
yeah. And it saves you a lot of time too, and like money from like
and it's cold outside.
The metro and stuff.
Yeah, like if it was like summertime, whatever, like kind of down, but it's winter. I'm not down.
Yeah.
But that's my life.
Yeah. So of course I picked my song last minute per usual. Not surprised. I didn't even notice. I was like, yeah,
I didn't. This is the first time I
edit.
didn't notice, and I didn't call you out on it.
I called myself out on it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't. I just like went through my Discover Weekly playlist on Spotify, and just like listened to a couple songs, and I chose "Loop" by Shreya Cole, like Kaul, and it's just like seems very like mellow and vibey, and
I love
that's
that.
what I've been into lately. Is like not like a lot of loud music, just.
Do you like EDM music?
No.
Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it
I tried
much.
I had like a dead mouse phase in high school. I was like, oh my gosh. I wanted to go to EDC. I wanted to do all this, and then I was like, no, that's just a phase.
Yikes. No, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. My two like closest friends in Montreal like it, and like one of them goes to like the EDM festivals, and I could just never. Like I like music festivals, just not those festivals. Yeah, like oh my god. It's just like half the time it's just like boom, boom, boom. Like you know what I mean? It's like
yeah.
And like either there's no lyrics or it's just like, oh my god, no. I can't even think about it.
Yeah.
Don't like it. Not a fan. But my song I picked is an old song. I don't know why I'm looking up here. Like, I don't even have the thing open. But I picked Teenager in Love by Madison Beer because I heard it the other day and now it's like stuck in my head. Like, you know, like when you hear an older song that you haven't listened to in a while and then like it just gets stuck in your head.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. But it's a good song. And it's about being in love with someone and feeling like you're like 15. Like, you know, like those 15 like relationships when you're 15 and you're like, oh my God, like this person is my life. Yeah, that's what the song's about. So it's cute.
Honestly, that was like cringy, sorry, and I don't want to go back to that.
Yeah, I can't think about me then. That's yeah. But that's
speaking of music, so before the pandemic, I was supposed to go see Halsey. And she was like, oh gosh.
She skipped Montreal. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, so I was supposed to go see Halsey. And so of course I got my tickets refunded. Yeah, so I got a text yesterday saying I'm on the pre-sale list. And it's the pre-sale went on today. So I bought 2 tickets for me and my mom.
When is it?
Go in June.
Okay, that's fine.
The thing is so it's in June, it's in Arizona, but it's at an outdoor amphitheater. In Arizona in June is hot as hell. And I didn't realize that until I realized which like place it was gonna be at. It was hot as hell. But the tickets were so cheap. So my mom has like a wheelchair. And so I had to find accessible seats. And I found some pretty close-up seats for only like $50 each.
That's good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go see her in June.
That's so exciting. My Billie Eilish concert's postponed.
I figured that.
Literally today would be 2 weeks till I see her.
That's sad.
Pain. Yeah, and only Montreal and Toronto are postponed because our venues aren't open.
Vancouver or anything?
No, because our venues aren't open. Vancouver is also in the end of March. So they have more time. Like our things are set to open like second week of March. So like my Justin Bieber shows are fine. So everyone will be hearing about that for a long time. But yeah, I'm just like so sad. Like I was looking forward to it so much. And I was so excited because I was going to see Willow Smith. And then for Justin Bieber, I was going to see Jaden Smith. And I would be like, oh, that's so cool. But now that's not happening, obviously. Because Willow was only opening for the first half. And she's not even there for the first like 4 shows now because of, I don't know, a scheduling conflict. But I'm like, oh, it's so sad because everyone's like getting excited for their show. And I'm just like, I don't even have a date for like, I don't even know when it is. And I feel like it's going to be in May only because her show her tour ends and like April 9th or something. Then she has Coachella.
I'll be so sad if it's during the time that I'm there. I would be heartbroken.
Oh my God.
I've been wanting to see Billie Eilish forever. And if it's like during the time I go see
maybe you'll find a ticket. Maybe it's like someone will sell their ticket.
Heartbroken.
Someone will sell their ticket, then we could go together.
Oh my
and I won't be alone. But yeah, that's why I think it's May, just because her tour ends April 9th and then she has Coachella. So
I mean, if she wants to go to Montreal the last week of May.
I'll go any day.
I mean, I know
Oh my God, that'd
you
be
would,
so
but like,
funny.
yeah,
Imagine. What are the odds?
I'd be so sad. I would like have to like find a ticket ASAP.
I'm sure like there's some people that will sell it once it's rescheduled because some people were flying here
Yeah, that's
and
true.
now they can't. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, um that's exciting. Yeah,
Yeah.
my best friend likes Halsey. Um, but she ain't coming here. So kind of rude. I have a like poppet.
I was wondering what that noise was.
Oh, you can hear it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a poppet. I never know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, I'm like fidgeting with like the phone.
So I'm just like popping the holes, but I didn't know you can hear it. So I'll do it later. Um, but we can talk about Euphoria. Last week I spoke about last week's episode by myself. It was fun, but it wasn't as conversational.
This episode was so good. I felt like there was a lot of things that happened within like the 40-minute time span. And it felt I want more.
Yeah. Like it was a lot though. Like so much happened. Like I was like ready to fight Jules. Like I was ready. I was my I was ready. I like I just said that 3 times, but I was so like Jules and Rue, but now I'm just like, ugh. Like
Okay, so what happened was, so if you watch Euphoria, you know that not Jules, Rue relapsed with her friend Elliot, and she's been hanging out with Elliot and Jules.
Friend. I don't think he's a friend.
Yeah. And so Elliot's been hiding from Jules that Rue relapsed, and they've both been doing drugs together. And then Jules decides to go and hook up with Elliot. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Even like after, I thought she was gonna leave and like, go to Rue's house or something, but she fucking stayed there.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and then there was a point where he, like, before they hook up again, he tells her, oh, by the way, Rue relapsed, and I've been doing it with her. Like, what makes you think that you're a friend for doing that? Because not only did he do that, but he also left her on the side of the road.
Yeah, like even though like I think it was near her house, still like you left her on the side of the road when like clearly she wasn't okay. And then when Rue told Jules in the car, like, oh, what did she say in the car? I can't stand you or something.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, this is so sad.
Well, I found it like very hypocritical because they all went to go and get alcohol for them to drink.
And then chose White Claw.
Yeah.
Out of all of them. Anyways.
I mean, I'll drink it if I have to, but they went to go steal alcohol so they can drink it. And so Rue starts drinking in the back seat. And Jules is like, well, why are you drinking? And they start getting an argument. I'm like, they all went to go get alcohol. What do you expect her to do? Like,
yeah, I think their relationship is very toxic. Like last season, I really liked them, or like the end of the season, I guess.
Yeah.
But like now, I just think it's really toxic. And yeah, and I mean, like, how can like people around Rue not see that? Like half the time she looks like she's half dead, like, or like she's just dissociating. And I was like, how do they not like see it?
Yeah, I agree. And then there's like that storyline going. And then there's a storyline with Cassie, Maddie, and Nate. And Maddie and Nate like work together. They're broken up. They're toxic for each other. And
yeah, they're all toxic.
They're broken up right now.
Yeah.
And so Cassie like took it upon herself to hook up with Nate multiple times. And they got like in a big argument about it.
But they were both yelling at each other as if like they were both right, but they're both in the wrong.
Yeah, they're both in the wrong. I mean, because she's like having sex with her best friend's ex-boyfriend, and then he's having sex with his ex's best friend. Like,
and he's just gross.
Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, he's
cute, but like his character has nothing going for
him. Yeah, Nate Jacobs just needs to die.
I hate him. Yeah, and then his dad is a whole other person. His dad,
Cal, oh my gosh. So in the last episode, Cal, like, we like find out that like Cal had a thing for his friend when they were teenagers. His friend who is a guy. And so like he had like his realization to his sexuality. And then but he still like got in a relationship with his now wife when they were in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically what he did was he went out drunk one night to the gay bar that him and his friend used to go to. He then gets kicked out drinking while coming back to the house, and then just like whips out his you know what, and just starts peeing in the foyer.
I literally was like, what is that?
But so I also read that those are like those parts are stand-in parts, like they're not even like their actual.
But some of them look like they are.
They edited
maybe not
into
his,
where it looks like it's his, but it's like a stand-ins.
What about the random small peoples? Like
I
some
don't
of them
know.
are just random. Like, what are you doing there? Why is it there?
Yeah. And then he basically just like tells his family how he's gay and how he wants to be rid of his own family, and like talks about like everyone, like the whole family's dark secrets. And then so get this, he takes the family photo, and if you look closely at the photo, there's a third son, which has not like been talked about. And so now people are like, well, who's the third son? And like people were speculating it was Ashtray, Fez's brother, but there's like no way it could be, because like
I looked older.
Yeah, it looked older. So
I don't know. They're probably gonna tell us soon. Maybe.
There's a lot. And then so I didn't pay attention until the end, but like usually Euphoria is like narrated by Rue, like the whole episode. In this episode, it was narrated by Jules. And so people are speculating that either like that Rue either dies or she overdosed. And so
I doubt she dies though, because like it would be a big fuck up, because like 90% of the people started watching Euphoria because of Zendaya. So like if they killed off her character, like I guarantee you,
like she's like the main character. So
like I guarantee you,
I feel like she does
stop.
overdose. But she also has all these drugs in that suitcase that she just like keeps taking the drugs from. And in the promo for next week, it shows like the cops looking for somebody, people around like Rue's circle crying. They don't see Gia. Gia, oh my gosh, Gia. And so I'm speculating that either the drug lady that she took the drugs from kidnapped her and is holding her hostage, or she like went and overdosed somewhere.
I think it's the lady.
Yeah.
Only because she's in the preview talking about drugs. And then like I think right after they talk, right after they talk to her, that's when like they showed the door and then the police like looking for something. But like Rue's also like, why, like you knew that this shit was gonna happen to you because you're taking the drugs that you're supposed to sell. Like, and also that lady's dumb. Like she knew that Rue does drugs. Like why would you give such a like big
$10,000 worth of drugs
to a drug addict. So dumb. And then what else happened? Did anything else happen? Oh, the hot tub scene. I literally wanted to die.
Yeah, so there was a hot tub scene where Maddie and Nate were of course fighting, and then Cassie just throws up in the
and then after when the lady was taking Cassie out of the hot tub and it was like her body was like she was dead, I was like, ma'am, just get up. Like, but it was so funny when they were fighting. And then like, and also, okay, did you hear about the stuff with Kat? How like they cut 90% of her scenes?
Oh.
So apparently she had a fight with the director or whatever, Sam whatever his name is, about like her character and how her character was evolving. Like she didn't like the way that he was portraying her. And it ended up with her like walking off set one day. I think it was last season. She walked off set. So apparently he cut like 90% of her lines. And that's also why she wasn't at the premiere.
Yeah.
I was like, it makes me so mad because like she's a bad bitch, but
she is.
Yeah.
So that hot tub scene was something else.
Yeah. Oh my God. And then when they were like fighting, and then when Maddie was like yelling but like clapping her hands, I was like, that is me when I yell at someone with my expressions.
Like I also like hardly yell at anybody, but I feel like
I don't yell at people.
I get anxious when I yell at people.
No, like mostly I do that when I'm like talking on my YouTube video or something and I'm getting mad. I'll do that, but yeah, I never yell.
And there's like a lot of controversy with the Sydney Sweeney who plays Cassie, So people are all like, oh, the director is like having her be like more like showing herself more,
Mm-hmm.
like her body. And Sydney like has come out and said that like he hasn't forced her to do anything like she didn't want to do. Like if she says that she doesn't feel comfortable doing this, and they won't do it. But people are like noticing that she's like embracing her body more this season. They're like, oh, the director is like just making her doing that just because he's a pervert.
Is he?
We don't know.
Is there like stuff
That's
about
what's like
him?
people are speculating.
I don't know him. Like I never heard of his name before Euphoria.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, yeah, if she's confident in her body, let her do whatever she wants.
Exactly.
Like I would personally never be able to do that, but also like yeah, there was like the part where like she was dancing for like 20 minutes and everyone was like that's where Kat's part was supposed to be. But like they had to fill it in. So they filled it in with her dancing with her like tequila bottle or whatever.
With the balloons. I thought she was gonna choke on those
Oh my
balloons.
god, yeah.
Because like all
And
the
then
balloon strings were
Lexi,
like around.
Lexi
Lexi.
just being an observer like me.
So okay, so my theory is Lexi is gonna out Cassie and Nate with her play.
I think so.
And I'm just like waiting for it to happen.
I know. And I can't believe the season's almost over.
Yeah, there's 4 more episodes.
Yeah. Like, yeah,
But it's
not
so
down.
good though.
I know, but I'm just like not down for it to be over yet.
Yeah.
But
that's our recap on
yes,
Euphoria.
we will update next week.
We're gonna update every week until it's over.
Yeah.
And then we'll be sad.
Basically. So next we have
the Queen Rhianna.
Yes.
She's pregnant.
When I woke up and I saw the pictures, I was like I knew there was rumors. I knew there was rumors going around, but I was just like waiting for like obviously them to confirm it. And I was like, she looks so good. I'm like, okay, go off.
Yeah, she has like that mom glow already, and I'm just
her baby is going to be literally the prettiest.
Oh, I know.
Thing ever. Like
I know. She looks so good, and I'm so excited for her.
Yeah, same.
I kind of like. I mean, she's been like running all these businesses, but at the same time, she's like been staying under the radar and like not being in the press right and just like handling her shit, and I'm just like, yes,
yeah,
do it.
Yeah,
business woman, do it all.
Yes, literally like billionaire energy. Yeah. And then obviously ASAP Rocky.
I always forget they're together, honestly.
He's headlining Osheaga this year, which is the festival in Montreal. How many months is that going to be? February, March. I guess she's 3 months now. Oh my god, she's gonna be giving birth then. What's he doing?
36 months.
No, I think she's 3 months, right? That's usually when people announce their pregnancy.
I mean, she looks farther along than.
Did they say like a due date?
No.
Let's look. Rhianna due date. They said she's done her first trimester, so I guess it's 3-4 months. So her baby's due like June, July, probably.
Yeah.
That's exciting though. She's gonna be a great mother. But no new music, that means so.
I know.
So sad. Yeah, been waiting for new music, but it's okay.
I don't see anything on her due date.
Sad. Yeah, it just says like she's probably past her first trimester. That's all they really said. So
also, did you hear about Nick Jonas's and Priyanka's pregnancy?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm happy for them because they got it like via surrogate. But like literally no one knew they were gonna have a baby, and then he comes out with a statement saying, "Oh, we want this pregnancy to be private."
And I think because people are asking for pictures of the baby.
I also think that people thought they were getting divorced too.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I feel like I have like two sides. Like I know people are famous and like your whole life is out there, so like your baby is gonna be shown one day. But I hate when people are like, "Show us your baby," like show us a picture, like. It's just like
let them have their privacy.
Calm down. Yeah. Yeah, but
I'm so excited.
Yeah. I'm happy that they were like open about like surrogate and stuff though, because like it's like not really normalized in a lot of like society. It's always like, oh, but that's not really your baby. So I'm happy that like they said it like right out the gate, like they didn't try and hide it or anything.
Yeah.
Didn't Kim Kardashian have a surrogate for one of her kids?
She's had a couple of surrogates.
How many kids does she have?
She has 4.
I only know like North and then Chicago or something.
Then there's Wes. Is that
Oh
his
yeah.
name?
I don't know. Chicago. I don't think it's West because that's Kanye West. West
Yeah, there's 4.
West.
Northwest, Chicago West, Psalm West, and Saint West.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know why
excited
one of their
for
names was West.
I don't know either because it would have been like West West and that would have been I mean, it would have been very unique, but
Yeah. Yeah, she
yeah.
has 4.
Super cute.
Yes. I see you
Okay.
have a Bachelor topic that you want to talk
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. So there's The Bachelor, like I said, it's still boring. Still don't really care about his love life, care more about the drama between the girls. But recently there was a girl on the show. Her name is Elizabeth, and she has ADHD, and she was very like open about it and like how like she struggles with it and like because one of the girls was getting mad at her saying she wasn't paying full attention to her, and the girl like opened up saying like I have ADHD, like sometimes like I can't concentrate on like many things
Yeah.
happening. And this one girl, her name is Shanae, who I absolutely hate, was like basically making fun of her and like making fun of like ADHD, and she's like I guess I have ADHD then, and like going around like talking shit like that. And then they kept like fighting back and forth because the Shanae girl kept making up like lies about Elizabeth, saying like, oh, like she has the whole house turned against me. Oh, she's like she has ADHD, so that's why she can't blah blah blah. So then she brought this up to Clayton, the dude, and basically he spoke to both of them and he ended up choosing the Shanae girl, which is the bad girl.
Yeah.
And like all of like social media blew up. And obviously I get it that he can't see obviously what we see, but it's like
Yeah.
at that point, like when it becomes something that's like not even like she's this girl's making fun of like mental health issues where like a lot
Yeah.
of people like struggle with that. Like that's when the producer should step in because I feel like there's no boundaries at this point. But anyways, he had to like he put out a statement, obviously, because that's what you do. And his statement was, I'm sorry, Elizabeth, for what you're going through. I wish I could have seen what was happening when I wasn't there. I obviously knew y'all weren't in a good place with each other, but I thought at that time it was solely petty drama. I would have sent Shanae home immediately for making fun of you for being neurodivergent had I known. Had I known. Overall, the experience for me watching hasn't been fun simply because I'm seeing all the damage that I caused. I really meant well, but my actions weren't always the best, as I now can see the repercussions from my decisions. I can promise you I'm learning from the mistakes, though, and I'm doing everything in my power to come out the other side a better man.
Kind of, I think that kind of sucks because like everyone is pinning it on him, but like he said, Hillary doesn't like
Mhm.
see like what happens
Yeah, like if
between the
he saw
girls.
this and then did that, then I'd be like, yeah, like
Yeah, but
you're to blame.
I'm like I can see how they're pinning him to be the bad guy, but I feel like it's also
Mhm.
wrong for them to like
Exactly.
pin him to be the bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like this Shanae girl like hasn't said anything yet. And I'm like, she looks so bad. And she basically kept like when they interview you or whatever, when they talk to you when you're alone, she kept saying like, oh, like I won, blah, blah, like I won against Elizabeth, like Elizabeth's gone. And then talking about ADHD again. And then she was like plotting basically how to get rid of her. And then there's other girls in the house that were talking amongst each other, like talking about how they're going to bring up to Clayton, like how bad Shanae is. And then she started getting like, oh my God, like the girls are ganging up against me. They're trying to like figure out how to get me to leave. And I was like, didn't you just do that to someone else? Like, but when it
Yeah.
happens to you, it's like not okay. I don't like her. And she hasn't
Yeah,
like
seems
she
like a
hasn't said
lot of drama.
anything. Yeah. And like last week when it like first started, her Instagram account conveniently got deactivated because she said she got hacked, which I know is not true, but it's activated now and she hasn't said anything yet. And she has all her comments like turned off. Yeah. And she was like, there was this whole thing. She was like, I made shrimp for the house and like no one wanted to take my shrimp because
I saw a
Elizabeth.
meme about that. I think you shared a meme
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. She's like, because Elizabeth made shrimp before me. So everyone wanted her shrimp and not my shrimp. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what
So
the actual?
stupid and
You were like, what, a
petty.
26-year-old woman getting mad because people didn't want to eat your shrimp? Like, are you okay? Respectfully. But yeah, that's
Respectfully.
that's what happened. And that's what I wanted to talk about that. It was just like I was sitting there and I was like, are these people okay? Like clearly not, but like, are you okay? And yeah, I just think like people take mental health issues and like I don't know, like brush it
They
under
take
the
them
rug.
too lightly.
Yeah, exactly. So that's that. That's what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
But did you have anything else you wanted to say?
I think that's the whole topic of mental health. I've kind of like wanted to talk about my journey a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So like the past like month or so, I've been feeling like really like depressed and anxious, just like about life and school and like how I managed to do everything. And so I finally got an appointment with a therapist, and I
Yay.
have my first session tomorrow.
That's exciting.
So I'm pretty excited about that. Just because like I talked to my parents like about how I'm feeling and stuff, but like at the same time I want to talk to
It's
someone who is
different.
professional
And
and like
also
on the
like,
outside of things.
yeah, and I feel like you can like at least for me, I'm still waiting for a therapist to get back to me. But for me it's like I feel like talking to like a stranger is like different than talking to like your parents or your friends or like
Yeah,
your
who doesn't
significant
like
other.
someone who like doesn't know anything about like you
Yeah,
at
and I
all.
can be like as deep and as sad as I want, and I won't feel like the person feels like stressed about how I'm feeling. Or you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
don't want to like be a burden to someone or like put worry upon someone. So yeah, I feel like it'll be easier. Have you been to therapist before?
So I've been to one, I think when I was like 13, 14, and I didn't last very long with it just because of like how like life was at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But like ever
And then
since
they're
then I haven't,
expensive.
and they're expensive. Yeah. Luckily he takes my insurance, but I do
Mm-hmm.
have to pay like a copay, which I don't mind.
Yeah.
Literally getting someone to talk to weekly.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my first session tomorrow and I'm really excited.
That's exciting. Yeah, therapy is like should be so much more normalized because whenever people are like, I'm going to therapy, people are like, oh, like what's wrong with
What's
you?
wrong with you? Yeah.
Yeah. And like I feel like that's so like that's such a dumb thing to ask someone first of all, because like just because someone goes to therapy, like I don't think there's anything wrong with anyone. I think like people just need to talk. But I'm like, why is therapy such like a stigmatized thing still? It's
Stigma.
like
Yeah.
who cares?
Like let
But
them do
yeah,
what they want.
exactly. And yeah, I don't know. I like it. I mean, I haven't been
Yeah.
in forever, but waiting.
Yeah. But that's all I want to talk about.
Same. I'm excited for Euphoria next week, and then we
I
could
know.
talk.
That's what
Well,
I look forward to
technically this
every
week, yeah.
Sunday.
Then we could talk about it next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can end it.
I never know how to end
Me
it.
either.
So thank y'all for listening. We will be back next week for another episode. Go ahead and listen to this podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. If you want, please give us a review on Spotify now.
Yes.
I saw you can put ratings on Spotify now, on Spotify or Apple Music, or go leave us a comment on the YouTube channel.
Yes.
So thank y'all for listening and have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.